Hey folks, today we're back to Duel It Out again, and today I'm going to be showing Jamie, so you've been eaten.
I'm worried.
Yes, he should worry. Well, he doesn't really have to worry too much. You're a robot miner, and you're just going to go straight into my mouth and try to dig stuff out of my esophagus. Because what you need is crystals.
Okay. You have crystals in your esophagus.
I do. I have little.
Okay.
They're about. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of crystals. If you have all of them, you can hit that jetpack and leave.
Does it explain what the crystals are used for?
Of course. No.
Okay.
Maybe if you read the instructions, maybe. I
Okay.
did not.
There's got to be a canonical reason.
I watch videos for these things. Yeah. So what we're going to do. So one person is the beast. The other person is the miner. This is a real easy one to play a quick game and swap out and play as the other way. So we might try that just so you can have
That'd
a full picture of everything. Also, if you're insane, you can flip both of these sides, or you can flip either one of these sides and play. Like if you want to play this solo, you can flip this side and play with a robot miner, or you can flip this side and play with a robot beast. Or you can flip both sides and just have it like a 0-player solitaire game, and just kind of
sit back and watch.
So you're just kind of moving the things around.
Place bets.
I think that would be more fun if this were a video game.
It would.
Feels a little bit pointless. I was like, maybe I'll film a playthrough. What's the point? The game wins. So I'm going to teach this. We're going to play this, and we'll see you in just a minute. Here is a brief overview of So You've Been Eaten. One of you is a space miner. The other one, a giant space beast. The miner is looking for precious crystals and is exactly all up in your face. Now it's time to bring home that bling. So you do what miners do. You roll dice and place them in action spaces. These spaces will allow you to interact with cards that make up the esophagus of the beast. Inside that esophagus, you'll be grabbing tools to help you as you go, or perhaps crystals to fulfill your goals. You will also be moving cards around or removing them entirely. You start with limited abilities, but as you go, you can unlock more and more options. At the end of your turn, you get attacked by the color of bacteria that's next to you in the throat hole. If you get hit with the same bacteria 4 times, you're toast. The beast is looking to evolve, and it's going to do it with things it finds in its throat. The beast cards all have different colors of bacteria, as well as useful items it can use to evolve. They have to be careful to avoid handing the miner exactly what they need, while slowly becoming stronger. Evolve 5 times, and the miner is lunch. The last thing the beast will do on its turn is guess which bacteria will attack the miner. If it guesses correctly, the miner will lose one of their precious upgrades. Will the beast evolve in time? Will the miner get that bling? It's up to you. Okay, and we played. You have been digested.
I have. I'm dead now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, I ate him whole. They'll pick up your body later.
I was so close. I almost got all the crystals for the corporation.
Yes. He was down to 1 crystal, but ultimately he was digested by my enzymes. The enzymes of my stomach. So, what did you think of your first taste of this game? What's your favorite mechanic?
My favorite mechanic... so I really like having a lot of different options of how to kind of go about winning the game or trying to win the game. I feel like there was a lot of flexibility and really no wrong answer, but there were always kind of like, you're always trying to like balance what is, the best in the given moment for you. So
yeah, it's like you get a random toolbox.
Yeah, yes, yeah. Here's the problem. Here's a bunch of the things that you can do to fix the problem. Good luck.
Yeah. And it feels really good if you hit kind of a 1-2 punch. Like
yes.
You eliminate some stuff that brings something that you need down, and then you grab it. Or you stun something up, and then you eliminate more of them. So if you're trying to get a particular color bacteria out of the way.
Yeah, yeah. I felt like from like a flavor standpoint, like the entire game, I felt like I was being swallowed by a giant monster. Like you're always, you can't ever not be like aware of what the beast is doing, because if you do, you can very quickly be overwhelmed, kind of situation. So, which is probably exactly the feeling they're wanting the person playing the miner to have.
So yeah, so as you go about this game, as you progress, one of the win conditions for the beast is to evolve enough to digest the miner. So if I ever get 5 of these cards at the top, then I can that's another win condition for the beast. So as I put cards up there, it changes some rules slightly. There'll be buffs for the beast, or little different things that the beast can do that kind of change the game a little bit. So you can easily eliminate these cards too if you roll just the right number and you place it down on the pad. But you've got to choose to do that versus getting the tools that you need to really get all the crystals or acquire the crystals. So you're always making choices there.
The dice were rarely in my favor. They rarely did what I needed them to do. And so I almost always had to feel like I had to make, subtle adjustments to what the initial game plan is in order to use them to their full potential.
Yeah, it was really interesting. And there's just a huge variety of these cards. They cycle through. Like, even if you don't pick a card, you're still going to cycle these cards through. So you really, and they're all very different. Like, I don't think I've seen any repeats. Maybe, no, I don't think I've seen one that repeats. So that's a lot of different cards. But what's cool is all the little things that they do, they're not complicated.
No.
They're like 1 or 2 sentences, and they're pretty, I haven't had to look anything up. Yeah. It's really simple. There's a couple of ways for this game to end. Either the miner gets all the crystals, or I get 5 evolutions up here, or one of the bacteria. The way it ended for us is the bacteria finally overwhelmed them. If you're ever attacked 4 times, then it kills you.
Yeah, and that's actually how we ended up losing, because I kind of balanced getting all the bacteria to their final step. And then the very last turn, it didn't matter which one attacked me, I was going to lose. And I just couldn't get the one card I needed in order to be able to get the crystal. So
it's very good at bacterial management. That's good.
Not good enough.
You get those things exactly where you need. But ultimately, time will will out. You will eventually get digested. This is a fun game. One thing I had trouble with is the way these things fit together. Really, if I had some advice for this company, if I was going to say, hey, something I'd really like to see, just make these into neoprene mats, and you'd be set. Like, honestly, you could do 3 neoprene mats that didn't even fit together, and it would be a better scenario than the puzzle pieces. Because what the problem is, like when you look at these things, I played this game probably 20 or 30 times, and it's starting to see some wear. Like, it's still not bad at all, no. But every time you pull this thing apart and put it back together, it's like a little bit of effort. And I think over time, this is just not. It's just not going to have a lot of longevity. Yeah. To the point where I've even contemplated custom making a neoprene mat to really give this something that, you could even, the reason these flop, the sides flop, is so you can switch this to one single player, so you can make that robot version of that, or a sleeping version of the beast is what they say.
Yeah, and as much sliding of the cards as is going on, you would think that they would, that just needs to be a perfectly flat surface all the way across there to make that as convenient as it could be.
Well, I backed this on Kickstarter, and during the process of putting this out, they came up with this during the campaign, which is like a little slide, little slip and slide, I guess, for the cards, and that fits over this, but it's got these ridges that are kind of a problem. I'm not sure you can even tell, but it'll just never go flat. the cards, it doesn't look right. The cards slide up and down and stuff, and it's not good enough. In fact, even if this had been neoprene, they could have made a little rollout thing that just fit right into this slot. That would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. In fact, I bought a big mouse pad, and I was going to cut it up to put it on here. I haven't quite committed to it yet, but yeah, a little stitched piece would be great. Yeah. Like just a strip like that, just a neoprene version of this. Now, I know that when they did this Kickstarter, they didn't budget for that. And that's probably too much extra to expect. So I'm not dinging them too hard on that. Sure. But boy, that would be a great thing.
Absolutely.
If they reintroduce this when this inevitably comes back for So You've Been Eaten Again. Well, that's my prediction for the name. And by the way, the sense of humor in this game is awesome. Yeah. Like if you read the instructions and stuff, they have their humor sprinkled in all throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about a game that's already a solid 8 or 9, taking it, to the next level is having a neoprene mat here. So
yeah, I think that would just it'd make a world of difference for like the longevity and the quality of the game. The cards feel fine. They're good quality. Yeah. The cards and the printing's okay. Yeah. The only other thing that annoys me a little bit is I have trouble. They did these special Kickstarter gems versus the printed ones. I think for the most part, especially if you shine light through it, you can see they kind of match up with the art, but they don't match up great.
And you got to look at them straight on. If you kind of catch them at an angle, it's really hard to tell exactly what they are.
There's a couple of these that kind of give me questions about which one's which.
And the colors are very similar on a couple of them.
Like this pink and this purple one.
Yeah.
Or that's actually like 2 purple ones, but they have different shapes inside. Yeah. When you shine the light through them, it makes it...
They look great.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see, but yeah. So I almost would have just had it like... I like the wood is just fine. So I had a lot of fun with this. I've had a lot of fun playing it both ways and playing it solo. Yeah. It's a little bit... I don't know. It's a little bit more than solitaire to pull out and play solo.
Yeah.
I don't know why someone would necessarily play the other way. So if you play solo, you just roll the dice and then they just slot in
1,
here.
2, 3. Yeah.
And then that determines what they do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and then the beast is a kind of a similar way.
I mean, it's cool. I don't see myself sitting there and just watching the game play itself very often, but having the option to play solo is nice.
I think a lot, in the time that I think a lot of folks spend playing solo games, I tend to paint. Yeah. So while my wife's watching a TV show I don't like as much, I'll sit and paint, so I'm still in the same room and stuff. I have pulled out solo games. Usually it's to learn to play the game.
Right.
And this one is really handy for that. Like this is kind of made to sit and teach yourself how to play both ways. And, or just sit and letting the thing play itself might be fun. I have not tried it yet.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. It sort of seems pointless to me. But it's
you don't know until you try, right? You gotta at least do it once.
It might be the time of my life.
It might be.
Maybe I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Could be. I think that's about all I have to say about this. You have anything else to add?
I don't think so. Thank you for letting me come play it. It's fun. Yeah.
I'm not sure what this is retailing for. I haven't shopped for it. I didn't shop for it since I got it on Kickstarter. But there's the price right there. Look, it's right in front of us. Oh, look at that.
Handy.
So that'll let you know. And I think that's all we have for this week. Be sure to click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you'd like to come back. We'd love to see you again. Leave a comment. Let me know, have you played this game? Are you looking to play this game? I'd like to know. Until next time, enjoy your games, and we'll see you soon. Bye.